We're back in the studio with Tom from Vail Mountain Rescue. He just gave us some great whitewater tips. The easiest and best one being just write your name and number on all your gear, just in case it gets lost or your boat goes downriver, so they can give you a call if that gets found. And now we are officially in the spring season, Tom, so that means more people getting out into the backcountry and exploring. And do you have some good tips on staying safe out there?
Well, I mean, it's just like any other time of the year. You want to have, look at the day's weather and plan ahead. Whether it, like in the summertime when we have afternoon rain showers and things like that, if there's a chance of rain, take a rain jacket, take some extra gear with you. Be prepared to spend, more than an hour or two in the backcountry, because if you're back there, you hiked in or biked in 4 hours, how long do you think it's going to take us to get there?
Yeah.
It's going to take us the same amount of time.
Yeah, it's not like you have helicopters that just you have access to them, but that's not your primary means of transportation.
Exactly. Whether, it's a snowmobile in the winter or, a hike in the summer or a bike in the summer, we still have to usually go in the same way you went in to get to where you're going.
Yeah. And do you find that it's more snowmobilers or skiers, snowboarders in the springtime?
Actually, it's more skiers, snowboarders in the springtime. When the snow, with the days like they are, warm, snow melts and then freezes overnight, snowmobilers generally don't have a tough time with that.
Yeah.
When the snow's hard and they can go anywhere they want. Maybe places they shouldn't go.
Yeah, that's the big worry in springtime.
Exactly.
You just get this false sense of security since the snowpack seems as though it's stable.
Yeah, it has stabilized, but again, we're seeing a lot of these big wet avalanches. Not so much around here, but up in Idaho and Montana over the last week, I've seen some really big wet avalanches, and they're just as destructive, if not more so, than the ones we had over a month ago.
Well, the snow's a little bit heavier since it is all compacted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you've got all this moisture, and it just has nowhere to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially with cornices as well, as those get heavier and melt, they have a very high chance of just breaking off on you.
Sure. There's some big cornices out in the backcountry, and they will fall. Yeah,
and it doesn't take you stomping on the cornice necessarily for it to break. It could just be from your movement below it could cause tremors that.
Or there was a video last week. Somebody was about 20 feet off the edge of the cornice, and they still poked through.
Holy cow.
So, stay away.
Yeah, because they're not only tall, they also go back as well. So there's a vertical and horizontal risk to them.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on, Tom. I appreciate those great tips on whitewater and then also spring skiing. Hopefully you stay quiet for the rest of these next couple weeks.
Yeah, we hope so, but we're there if you need us, and it's just a phone call away to 911.
Yeah, free service as well. So if you ever are stranded in the backcountry, just give 911 a call. They'll give you access to Vail Mountain Rescue for free. Now, coming up next, we're going to check in and a look at the weather.